Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. How am I doing on lighting? I think I'm doing okay on lighting. I'm doing okay on lighting. Hey, you guys like me announcing these lives at least half an hour before I'm gonna go live, so I give a heads up to a few of you want to share and want to bring guests and friends on, so that is the least I can do to let people know that, hey, you know what, and I'm doing pretty good on time. I don't know. I said I would, and I kind of did. T Money is in the house. What's up? What's going on? And so yeah, I think some of you have texted me and chatted me, said, hey, this is great that you announce it at least a half hour before you go live, so we can get some people on there. So yeah. Tonight's message is going to be a good one. I took it really hard on you guys yesterday. I think I beat the heck out of some of you yesterday. I know some of you are really mad at me and not talking to me right now. But if you have no idea what I'm talking about, maybe that's a good thing. But if you like to find out what I'm talking about, go check out the live I did last night where I talk about calling somebody out on their behavior and kind of backfiring big times. So anyway, that's last night. But if you like to, go check it out. If you can't find it, well, you can find me. I'll tag you to it. So just ask for it. So tonight's message, I've actually done, that I can remember, at least two. I remember that I've done two lives about wolves. And if you know me, and if you really, you got to really know me to know this information. But well, now you know. But my favorite animal of any kind is a wolf. If you were to ask me what animal would you want to be, I would want to be a wolf. I wouldn't want to be a lion or a tiger or whatever. Now, on the other side, bird is different. See, animal and birds, two different things. That's what I think. So anyway, my favorite animal is wolf, and there's many reasons for that. But I'm not talking about wolves, though. What I am talking about, though, is that they say that dogs are a descendant of wolves. Now, if you know me, I love dogs. I'm not gonna get choked up, but I love dogs. Little guy, shout out to my dog, little guy. I love dogs, but somehow, like when I think of a wolf, I don't see little guy and wolf connected, right? Well, little guy was about 24 pounds, 25 pounds, half Yorkie, quarter Shih Tzu, quarter Pekingese. For those of you who don't know what the heck that means, if you know Benji, the movie, he looked like that, like 95% looked like that. So I don't see that, like the wolf dog relation there. But then there's other dogs, like that'll tear your shadow out of you. You know what I mean? Like you don't like thank goodness for a wolf, right? So but then even that dog, even the dog that is gonna tear you apart, if you would, is domesticated somehow. Because here in US, you don't see a lot of dogs. You rarely see a loose dog that has no home, no life, no owner. If you see one, you grab him, you take him to a shelter. That's kind of what it's done here. You don't see dogs like stray dogs. You don't see it here, right? Now, yes, that's funny. So you don't really like see that here, right? So all the most of the dog, even the most vicious dogs that they even gotta put down, right? They're somewhat domesticated, right? They're and then you take it all the way down to your pet dog. You got a little Maltipoo, like a little thing that weighs like 4 pounds. You're like, this thing doesn't come from a wolf. I just don't see that happening, right? So let's go with the notion that dogs come from the wolf. And let's take it one step beyond that and agree that dogs have been domesticated. Even a Rottweiler, um, domesticated. That hunger, that wolf characteristic, that fire, that need for hunting is kind of dimmed down, right? Now, you know where I'm going with this, right? Some of you know exactly where I'm going with this. Do you ever wonder maybe you have got domesticated? You ever think about that? You ever think about, I used to be this big bad wolf, and now I'm this little tiny little Maltipoo. Have you ever thought about that? Kind of goes along with the last 2, 3, 4 days of subjects we've talked about. That kind of made me really think about today. And I tell you why. Some of you know me and have worked with me in the environment that I'm going to share with you. When I was in the loan business, and I was in the loan business for a long time, for 19 years. When I was in the loan business, I was the wolf. I've talked about it in my life. I actually when I used to train loan agents, I used to say that I'm training wolves. I'm in a field with all these wolves. When you're in a call center environment that is, there's 550 other agents running after your meat, you can't be a domesticated dog. You ain't gonna eat that much. You're just not. It's the truth. You're not gonna eat that much. I'm gonna eat you up. So I used to be that wolf. I used to have that hunger. I remember this one example. I've never talked about this before. I remember this one example. Our team would have like contests, right? You'd give out like, a headset or I mean, we're talking expensive stuff. We're not talking cheap headsets, $6. We're talking like a $300 headset, $400 chair, that kind of a thing, right? Or $1,000 cash, that kind of a thing. Those kind of rewards, if you would. And I remember this one particular event, and I will never forget this. I remember this one particular time. Our team, well, I haven't talked about this for a long, I don't think I've ever told this story ever. So there was this one particular time that there was this contest for this badass chair, right? It was like a $300 chair. It was just badass chair, right? And if you know anything about call center, your main two assets are your headset and your chair. That's like, those are the two things, right? I wanted that chair. I wanted that chair so bad. And it was a whole week worth of contest. Came Sunday, I'm head to head with this other guy. I mean, we're going like head to freaking head, like gangster style, right? Wolves. Sunday, obviously, office is closed. Saturday, when we're going home, we're just neck to neck. Like he's got me by a hair. Like he literally is like here, like literally just a penny ahead of me. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Here's what we do. So I go to the office on Sunday. I call my assistant. I said, I'll pay you double if you come to the office today. And she was a single mom. I'm getting goosebumps now sharing the story. I go, I'll cover you whatever you want. I just want you in the office today. I cannot lose this contest. And she goes, Sean, you're crazy. I go, I know. Get over here, Koki. And if you know Koki, you can tag her to this. She's freaking amazing. This is years ago. So she comes to the office. I'm banging out calls. I'm banging out whatever. I get a deal. We lock it in. Boom, boom. Come Monday morning, I'm quiet. I'm sitting in the back in my chair doing my thing. I know what's about to hit the boom fan. So, the other guy comes and he actually sits from across, like next to me, the next cubicle over. And he's all like, Boogstein is all like, yeah, let me unbox my chair. Let me do that. Let me open this. He was so excited. And then he goes straight to this box the chair was in, and he goes right about to open it. And I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm taking my chair. I go, not so fast, buddy boy. While you were drinking yesterday, look at the board. I put one up. That's my chair. I still have that chair. I was hungry. I was a freaking wolf. There was nobody who could compete with me. We had 550 agents. When I left, I was ranked top 10. Between top 3 to top 10, fluctuating. I was hungry. I was a freaking wolf. I was no domesticated dog. In fact, ever since that experience, everywhere else I have gone, anybody who's ever worked with me in the past, Brad knows, anybody who's ever worked with me in the past, when I show up, they know I'm there to do business. I'm not freaking around. They're like, this guy is a hitter. This guy will hit some numbers. Call center talk, right? I was a wolf. I was hungry. I was never domesticated, ever. I worked 15, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week for 10 months. I'm not kidding. Those of you, some of you worked in that office with me, no. I had one of the most gorgeous girlfriends that ever, and we lived together, and I literally didn't see her for 10 months. I was always at the office working. I was not domesticated. And I was thinking about that today. I was thinking about that story when he hit me today, and I'm like, what happened to me? Maybe you can ask yourself that question. What happened to you? I've been asking that question all day. It's been bugging the out of me. And I've been asking this question all day. What happened to that Sean Azimi that was out of 550 agents? I mean, Brad knows. You do the math. 550 agents, you're there for 2 years, you're ranked top 3, top 10. That's not easy. That's not a one time, one hit. You know what I mean? It's consistent. It's staying in that hunger mode, right? So this question bugged the heck out of me today. I'm not kidding with you. I was like, oh my goodness, what happened to me? What happened to me? What happened to me? What happened to me? You know? And maybe you can ask that question for yourself, from yourself. If you need to. If you don't need to, then don't ask. You know what I mean? But if you need to, if you feel like you've been domesticated, I mean, the good book says the lazy isn't our favorite. being a sloth is no bueno. It kind of gives you that. This question was bugging the heck out of me all day, right? And sometimes it takes this kind of a recognition to kind of just ignite that little thingy thing under your buttocks. You know, I know it did for me. Maybe it'll do it for you. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But I thought I'd share it with you because there's truth to that. We get domesticated. That's basically getting totally cool and relaxed, cruise control in your comfort zone. And just, you know, don't bug me, let me relax mode kind of thing forever. And you gotta have that hunger, right? I wonder when you lose that hunger, where else do you lose that hunger? Because I've talked about that all the time. It's not only one place, right? It kind of just does that, right? Spirals into other things. So maybe this can be a great question for you to ask yourself. Sorry, I just saw a message come through. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. And if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, share. Do what you got to do. All right. And spread the love. And I'm going to tell you this. I'll leave you with this. I may be doing a little skit tonight, little singing skit. I may be bringing a very, very hit old song back. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. Maybe. So you may want to get your dancing shoes on. You're not gonna be able to sit down. I challenge you if you just sit there and don't move. We'll see. So anyway, hopefully you guys I'm working on the costume, to be honest with you, because I don't have the stuff that this guy has, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna improvise, so we'll see. So anyway, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your feedback, your comments below. Let this feed grow. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.